go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, Blaze up.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up.
Girl, what's going on? Girl, did I run this thing back? Girl, what's going on? What the day is? Tuesday? Happy Tuesday to everybody, bro. Shout out to everybody in the building. We got a little show going on today. Definitely got a little show. Y'all get up in here, get the likes up on the video. We got a few things to discuss. Good morning. Get up in here. We gonna talk about Meech versus 50 Cent, girl. It's getting crazy. Meech is literally trying to obliterate. No, not Meech. 50 is trying to obliterate Meech's whole history and career, and I think he's gonna be successful. We gonna get into it. Also, we're gonna talk about the girl Dank, the rapper, the big old girl who suing the Uber driver, the Lyft driver, because she was too big to get in his car, and he told her no. We're gonna get into her little Breakfast Club interview. The crazy lady Onijah Robinson, who was out there in Pakistan, done took her behind down there to Dubai with that craziness. And them people gonna take her head off her shoulder. She doing the most now. And at some point, well, at this point, I don't know if this is deliberate or if somebody sent her there for distraction. I don't know. We'll talk about it. The Arizona plane crash that happened. One person unalived. It belonged to one celebrity. We'll get into it. And then I want to get into some more Super Bowl stuff. A few things about this Super Bowl, a little more of a little Kendrick stuff. And we're going to get into all of that. Y'all get up here and like the video. Too late. Hell yeah, I seen the lady. Girl, they had a clear woman in the crowd at the game with a voodoo doll and something else in her hand, clapping the doggone thing on like it was what's the boy name? The little half and half. Patrick Mahomes. Girl, like she was like the voodoo doll was Patrick Mahomes. Now, girl, listen. I don't know if what that lady was doing was working, but it sure looked like Patrick Mahomes couldn't handle his, you know what I'm saying? But we gonna get into it. Shout out to Tula. What's going on? Y'all get in here and get the lights up on the video. Girl, that lady looked so crazy. What? Kendrick passed right before the Grammys. What? Girl, get it back on here. Now, shout out to Kendrick, but he ain't no different from the rest of them Negroes. You feel what I'm saying? Out there in them people stuff. Now, I don't know. I got to fact check this. Let me look. Let me see. Let me go see. Girl, because listen, he ain't no different. Ain't nothing different about Kendrick than the rest of them people in the industry. Let's really be clear about that. So it wouldn't surprise me. Hold on. Because we know how you know what you got to do to get on that stage. Let me see, girl. I'm trying to see something. I don't see nothing verifying, but we gonna look into it, child. Oh, somebody on Instagram said it. Let me see what Instagram said. Oh, that was a reel. They must have took it down. Somebody on Instagram said it, girl. I don't know. We gonna get into it though. He dedicated the Grammy to her in a speech. What? Oh my God. Child. So wait, did she pass away the day before the Super Bowl, or did he talk about her in the speech, or did both happen? He said it in his speech. I can't even play it on here if I wanted to. I'm gonna go look into it. Oh my God. Hey William, I'm gonna go look into it, y'all. Y'all get up in here and get the likes up. But let me tell y'all something. It would not surprise me. Let me tell y'all something. All of those people inside of that industry, that's how I roll. That's how I go. You know what I'm saying? It just be a coinkydink. It be a coincidence. But y'all know how I feel about those. We gonna get into some other things though, because I don't have enough information on it. We probably come back and talk about it tomorrow, girl. Kendrick Lamar aunt, they say, I didn't say it. They say that his aunt passed right before the Super Bowl, a day before or something. His aunt was sick with cancer for years. It was time. Okay, makes sense. All right, y'all. Let's get into the show. Girl, let's start with the Arizona. Well, yeah, let's get that out the way. The Arizona plane situation, y'all. I don't know if y'all know this, but a plane crashed in Arizona. And one person was unalived. Get it up here. Now they say this plane belonged to, I can't remember who the celebrity was. I think they say somebody like, it's somebody who it's a clear woman whose name I heard before, but I don't know nothing about what she do or something like that. Let's get into it. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Now you guys saw that was the actual collision. And I think this one right here is the news story. Y'all get the likes up.
Tonight, another deadly plane crash, this time in Arizona and on the ground. Tonight, we were told one of the jets involved in the collision at Scottsdale Airport was from Austin. Earlier this evening, we're told a mid-sized business jet veered off of the runway, hitting a Gulfstream jet that was parked. Officials say the landing gear failed on the arriving jet from Austin. 4 people were on that craft. One person in the jet was in the jet that was parked. 2 people were taken to trauma centers. Another is in stable condition, and authorities are working to recover the body of the person killed. Officials have not released the identities of anyone involved in the crash. It is still unclear if the person who died was in the plane that caused the crash or was in the plane that was parked. The runway at that airport will be closed for the foreseeable future.
Girl, I got the tea right here from this article, Austin America Statesman. This what they said. Plane owned by Motley Crue. That's her name. Him, his, whoever. Motley Crue's Vince Neil crashes at Scottsdale Airport, left from Austin. It says a plane that took off from Austin and was intending to land at the Scottsdale Airport last night crashed into another airplane, leaving 2 critically injured and 1 unalive. Airport officials have reported that the landing gear of the involved Learjet 35A failed upon arrival, causing the plane to start veering. After veering, the plane will go on to leave the runway and crash into a parked plane. According to Federal Aviation Administration or FAA, 4 people were on the Learjet and 1 person was on the parked Gulfstream jet. In addition to the person who unalived, 3 others were injured, 2 critically. While not actually on the plane, Vince Neil, lead singer of Motley Crue, was the owner of the private plane. Why did I think Motley Crue was a person? Girl, that's a whole group. That goes to show you. Now, Motley Crue lead singer Vince Neil says, Mr. Neil's thoughts and prayers go, that's the statement for him. Mr. Neil's thoughts and prayers go out to everyone involved, and he is grateful for the critical aid of the first responders today, said a statement from Warwick Robinson, Neil's legal representative. This is weird. They are not saying how the plane, they're not saying how the landing gear failed that caused it to veer. I mean, what do you mean, like, failed? Like, did it not deploy? Well, it's actually deployed because it's on the ground, but did it like turn, or did the nose gear turn, causing the plane to veer into, the big jet? That's crazy. I don't know, yo. It's something strange going on. They say the pilot is the one who was unalive. That's the last thing I heard. They say the pilot was the one unalive, but child, they just they very vague with these stories, huh? They very vague with these stories. Yeah, I get it. They still investigating. And that's probably why they're vague with it. But I feel like it's be some other stuff too. Good morning, Joe. Good morning. Hey, handsome. Yeah, good morning. Child, but that's that on the plane crash. Y'all keep your head on the swivel for these doggone planes. Girl, my best friend called me yesterday talking about she already bought her ticket to New Orleans. And it was cheap yesterday. You know, you got to catch them right after the Super Bowl when they coming down off the high. But yeah, girl, I don't know, girl. I'm over here looking like I might drive. I don't know. We'll see. But that was the plane crash, y'all. I guess if y'all know who the people are, keep them in your prayers. Even if you don't know them, I guess. I don't know. Now let's get into this crazy heifer here. Onijah, what her name is? Onijah Robinson. You know, New York. Let me say this. Let me start off by saying this to the New York people, to the great people in New York. Y'all be producing some people. That's all I'm gonna say. I blame it on the melting pot. That's what we're gonna blame it on, the melting pot. It's the melting pot. It's not y'all. But baby, the people y'all be coming up with out here in these streets be a different level. So Onijah, I don't know how you say her name, but she's the black lady who went over to Pakistan and protested not to leave because she wanted them to give her $50,000 and some land, or whatever the case may be, talking about she was gonna fix up hospitals and buildings and all of that. The lady ain't even fix her eyebrows. She ain't fix nothing. But nevertheless, after hard, tireless begging and pleading for this lady to leave them people land, they say she was on the way back to New York, and her churn was there waiting on her, or whatever the case may be. And then the lie detector test determined that was a lie, because this heifer ended up in Dubai. I said, how did she get? Who? You see what I'm saying? She ended up in Dubai. Now she down there cutting up, acting a fool per usual. And let's get into some of the things she out there doing, girl. This lady is crazy.
I feel great, Shabana.
You want to go back your country?
It's private, but no, I do not. I'm from Pakistan now.
How Pakistan helped and take care of you?
Shabana, would you like to speak, Shabana? Okay, she's been taking care of me. Thank you very much.
She's taking care of yours?
Yes,
okay.
Everybody. This is my team.
Okay.
Yes, hi.
Now you are feeling well?
Yes, I'm going for sonogram.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, bilkul.
My name is Onijah Robinson. I would like for you guys to book my ticket back to New York. Money is short right now, and I will appreciate it. Thank you.
Now that was the heifer down there in Pakistan, and that's her requesting for a ticket to go back home to New York. And somehow, I guess the landing gear veered on the other plane, and the wing must have veered on this one, because now she out there in Dubai. Look.
If you don't do something, I'm gonna burn your face. And let's see if you touch me out here in the streets. I'm dead ass. I'm not playing. I swear to God. Make a decision.
First of all, who is the person videotaping her? Who is videotaping her, number one? And then number two, why is she out there talking to them people like they want to pop upside the head? Dubai is not like Pakistan. Hell, we were surprised Pakistan the way it was. Talking about she gonna burn that man with that cigarette. Girl, they gonna catch her with no hands. She gonna be walking around with two nubs on her elbows. She better leave them folks alone. Here, hold on, there's another one. Look at her.
The only place I'm walking is to the bathroom and back.
Girl, she is cutting the food out there in them people country. This feel very weird to me. This feels crazy to me. Hold on.
Just arrived at Terminal 1 arrival, and I will appear 11/11 on Saturday.
Yeah, something's going on. Something here is absolutely going on. I would not recommend anybody try this at home. Please don't try this at home. Right, Great T. The world is a huge stage. That's all this is. You know what I'm saying? I y'all okay, y'all black ass over there playing with them people if you want, girl. Y'all care y'all behind over there playing with them because my thing is, who is the person that has been recording her this entire time? Who is that? Right, where's she getting the money? How is this? Who is following this lady around the doggone world, or at least through the Middle East, to go ahead on and videotape? Child. Right, a whole cameraman, not a half of one, a whole one, girl. Fed tease, that's what it's giving. I don't know, but we'll keep an eye out on a lady. Girl, I don't know what's going on. It's just the world is just so busy right now, especially America. I can't even I can't even find time to even deal with so much stuff. Oh, and by the way, when she was in Dubai, tell me why the men in Dubai was asking her where her husband at. I forgot to get that video. And she said, don't ask me about my business. My husband at home. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Now we gotta move on. Let's go get the girl Dank up here. Now, Dank Robinson, that's her name. That's the big old girl who because I got a lot to say on the 50 Cent and Big Meech. That's why I'm rolling through it like this. But look, the girl Dank Robinson, that's the big old girl. She ends up suing a Lyft driver because, according to her, the Lyft driver discriminated against her by telling her that his car won't fit down at the doggone, fit her in the car. Now, he had a little smaller vehicle, you know what I'm saying? And this girl is going on this whole world tour acting as if, he was the problem. Now she's suing the man. She got a team with her now. I don't know if she always had the team, but she's suing the man or whatever the case may be. No, she's suing Lyft, or is it the man? I think she's suing Lyft. Either way, she's walking around here as big as the White House, talking about, I feel like I should be accommodated, and making jokes and stuff on the Breakfast Club. Now, I do like that she could laugh at herself, but over here talking about she should be accommodated. Girl, what? Girl, she goes to the Breakfast Club. Jess, Charlotte McGay, all the other people was over there making fun, and she was laughing with him and making jokes herself, talking about she could get in a Prius. Charlamagne said, you can't get no doggone Prius. Girl, let's get into some of these clips.
Of us, we drove a PT Cruiser. We was all packed up.
It wasn't all in one time. Ain't no way y'all was, if y'all was all in there one time.
Dank, I'm gonna fight you now, Dank.
Y'all think I'm like,
Four y'all in the PT.
it was 5 of us. My dad big.
Still, it's no
Bro,
way.
I swear to God,
Show
I'm
me a picture,
down.
cut it out.
Bro, okay, what?
I can't even fit in the PT
I
Cruiser.
swear.
I'm too short, I'm too tall for
Bro,
it.
it happened. I'm trying to tell y'all.
That girl said, a PT Cruiser? I know you lying. She said that her dad and the whole family big, and they always fitting in a PT Cruiser. Girl, the wheels would have, girl, bye. Bye. I think I got the clip when they had to pull up the couch for her. Hold on.
How you? You good?
Good morning.
What's going on? Nice to meet you.
Hi, how
How are you? Peace, King. How you, brother? You good? Nice to meet you, King.
Yep. This the only seat y'all got?
What you want? What you need?
A bigger chair or something.
Is she already little? Sure.
We had
That's what I'm talking about. Good. This is the accommodation.
there you go.
Oh.
To the Lyft man who they say, or to the Lyft people who say, and I don't want to give y'all this tidbit information. I'm pretty sure y'all intelligent enough to know this. If y'all want to countersue, that heifer needed a whole couch to sit on. Okay, she could not fit in the chair. They had to get a whole love seat for her to get in. So that there proves And also to the Lyft man, the Lyft driver who got fired, you carry your behind down there and you make sure that they give you your job back with pay, with all the pay you lost, because they done fired you. All right, they done fired you, and now you ain't got no job, and this heifer needed a whole love seat to sit on. Okay, yay. Make sure you sue Lyft, and Lyft, when she come to sue you, counter sue for defamation of business character. I don't even know if that's a real thing, but girl, girl, she was just big. I don't, and I'm not even saying that to drag her, but stop it. I think what's wrong with today is we have become entitled to being to dysfunction. We defend dysfunction, and we're so entitled to it that anytime somebody tries to do anything corrective or to correct any dysfunction, we actually get offended. And that's just not okay. That's not okay. First of all, it's not healthy to be that big, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. It's just not healthy to be that big. I'm telling you, it's giving my 600-pound life tease. And it's just not healthy to be that big. And then to have the world have to fix themselves and accommodate you. And I get it. Listen, food is a drug, no different from cocaine, no different from any other drug that's very addictive. Food is a drug. The sugar inside of food makes it addictive. The brain reacts to the sugar inside of all your food the same way that it reacts to cocaine. That's why when people eat, they go, oh, it's so good. It's the same satisfaction, okay, that you get from food. So I want to give her grace there. But at the end of the day, being that big is just not healthy. And the world shouldn't have to adjust itself to accommodate a person's decisions, okay? And somebody say Kanye said that. It's a fact, girl. It's real, Amber. Every piece of food, especially in America, oh my God, but every piece of food that we eat possesses a sugar, and the brain reacts to that sugar the same way it reacts to cocaine. I did a research paper on it in college. It does not react any differently. The what do you call it? The receptors in your brain literally, like, it hits the same. I'll just say that. Yeah, so sugar, and there's sugar in excessive amounts of sugar in every single thing that we eat, even if it doesn't taste sweet. But there's dopamine. Thank you, Ace. That's what it is. It activates that dopamine. Listen, you know what else too? Y'all ever thought about think about it like this. Y'all ever thought about how kids, they be like, don't give them no candy and no sugar when it's late at night, because then they get to bouncing around and acting a doggone fool, jumping up. You can't get them to go to sleep. Y'all put a one in the chat if you ever heard people say that, or you ever witnessed that. You give a child some candy toward the later part of the night, and they just won't go to sleep, girl. They climbing off the walls, they jumping up, they can't sit down, they can't sit still. That's the reaction of cocaine. That's the reaction of sugar. That's what that is. That's why it affects children that way. That's exactly why it affects children that way. I know my daddy, my daddy used to drive trucks cross country. And I remember my daddy said that whenever he needed to stay awake, he would always eat a chocolate Hershey bar. That's candy. That's sugar. It reacts the same way in everybody. It's just the way people physically react to it is different. But kids, yeah, that's why they bouncing off the wall. It's almost like getting them high. You feel me? It's almost like getting them high. But yeah, but with that being said, I don't think that the world should have to accommodate you for some of the choices that you made. But once you get that big, it is an addiction. It is an addiction. But yeah, hold on. I got one more video of her talking about the Uber ride, the Lyft driver, and how, girl, it just, listen to it, girl.
You got publicized recently because of an incident that you had with Lyft. So break down the incident of what happened now for people that don't know. They heard the story.
So I was getting ready for my cousin's watch party, the Lions game or whatever, and I ended up ordering me a Lyft. You know, it's like 15 minutes.
And you order Lyft all the time? It's never an issue?
I do. As I'm walking to the car, he looking funny. Doors getting locked. I'm just like, Dale, you ain't gonna let me in your car? I'm like, for real? So I put my camera out. And it's like, why you not letting me in your car? Like, I kind of peep that's what he was on, because the look at me, I seen that look before, you know, so that's how that happened.
And this is the first time this has ever happened?
The first time.
And you normally order, because I know one of the things too, people, like there was conversation like, well, she should have ordered a bigger car like the XL, whatever. You normally order the regular cars.
Yeah, I always order the regular cars, and I feel like I don't have to order an Uber XL or a Lyft XL. I feel like I don't have to do that. Like,
that same car was a Mercedes.
To the mic, brother.
And, that same car was a Mercedes, and it's the same car that her best friend has, and she rides in that same exact car all the time. So that's why when she saw that car, she said, okay, I can fit in that one. Like, big people know what cars they can fit in.
Do they, though?
Oh, yeah,
we do. I can fit in any
car. She's not going to embarrass herself like that.
What type of car you got?
She's not going to embarrass herself like that.
I got a, what I got?
You got a little Lincoln. You got
just getting big. Yeah, I got a little Prius.
I can fit in there.
You can't fit in no Prius.
Yes, I can. I can fit in there.
I love
she just told you that she sat in a PT Cruiser and she was 5
Yes, I did. I was in a PT Cruiser.
Yes,
we was in an Escort too.
I don't believe you can fit in no Prius though.
Yes, I can.
Front or back?
Both.
Stop playing with her.
Both of them. I came here on a bike.
Big Dank, you did.
But so now,
stop playing with me.
I'm not on no bike now.
Now you got the world is cruel, and I know you got those jokes, and everybody was joking you. But how are you because of that? Because you know it has to be emotional distress. It has to be problems. It had to make you hit it differently, or are you thick-skinned person like
I just feel like the thing that bothered me for real, that made me make that video, is because they kept on saying I got the man fired. I never contacted them. I never did nothing. I never did none of that. I left him alone. I did what I had to do. Yeah. But when it comes to the comments and stuff like that, I've been going through this all my life. You know, it's nothing new to me. I don't feel like I need to overstimulate myself with the comments or respond for real. My favorite get back is your mama or oh. You know, but I barely,
What's the O?
The O is like, oh, you should this, or you should have did this or that, or you need to go to the gym. I just like, oh, you know. But I feel like I got very tough skin, because at the end of the day, I have to be Dank, and the world know me as Dank. They don't know me as Deja. They're getting to know Deja because I'm everywhere as Deja now. But I feel like Deja is for at home, Dank is for y'all. You know. So when I seen this.
Let me say this. First of all, ma'am, you didn't have to call the company for him to get fired. When you put on blast a Lyft driver refuses to give me a ride and refuse my money and that automatically triggers the company, who then will go ahead and fire the person. Not only that, you videotaped him so they know exactly which one. So whenever you do stuff like that, and she knows this, her saying I didn't get the man fired, she knows exactly what she did. Now she may not have done it directly, but inadvertently she absolutely got the man fired. I mean, come on now, what are we talking about? And in a society today where people, where internet fame and clout is more important than money and water and food, you didn't care about the results of this man losing his job, because all you cared about was going viral. And we still don't know you for none of your music. We still don't know her for none of her music. Like, that's crazy. But that's the type of world we living in, to where people really have that huge, extremely disgusting sense of entitlement, to where it doesn't matter how it affects other people. All that matters is that I get to go viral. I get some sort of fame and notoriety. Like, and whoever it affects negatively, I don't care. That's all that really matters. That's sad, bro. To me, you know what I mean? That's sad. Kima said she can rap too. She probably can. But this the thing. Nobody's going to see what her music sounds like. For the most part, everybody's laughing at her, not with her. And then they're all just making fun of her, or watching her making fun of herself. Like, it's not gonna come. It's not. I don't see it. I'm gonna just say that. I don't see it turning into us going to buy or stream her music. You know, I just don't see it. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I just don't see it. But I think that it's unfortunate that the man lost his job. And to the man, bring that videotape of her having to use a doggone love seat to sit on, and bring that down to the job and tell them you want your job back and with pay. As a matter of fact, if I was the man, I'd sue the company. Yeah, y'all want to fire me because she went viral? Bet. I sue Lyft. I would, because that's ridiculous, man. You playing with people's livelihood because you want to go viral. Girl, stop with all of that. Goldilocks, thank you for the birthday. Thank you for the birthday. I'm reading it too. She said, thank you for the super chat. She says, it's my birthday. Can you please play Miss Peggy commercial before you end the show? Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I don't know if I have Miss Peggy on here. Hold on. I'm about to go get it just for you. And I'm about to see if I can go get it. While I go do that, y'all, here's a commercial break. Who I'm gonna do for commercial break today? Let's get old lady Maxine on here. I'm coming right back to see if I could get it.
Look them in the eye. Come on, hold your face up. Look at him. Let him see you. This is him. Look at it. What's your name? Tell us your name. Give me that ID again.
Giving you the ID. I showed it to you.
So what?
I showed you the ID.
You do what?
I showed you the ID.
Could you let me see the ID again? Huh?
No.
No? Will someone else ask him for the ID? Will you ask him for it? He won't let me see it again. You didn't see it. You didn't see it. They didn't see it.
I think I found it. Hold on. Y'all get the likes up on the video, please. Let's get Auntie on here.
Will somebody please deport me? Yeah, I need deported. Please deport me back home to my father who art in heaven. Yeah, I wanna go. I wanna be deported. Handcuff me and send me away to the Father. 'Cause there's so much going on this earth. It gets to me sometimes. Yeah. And in these times, I gotta remind myself of my beautiful qualities to help me keep on pressing. Such as, I am beautiful on the inside and out. I am unique. I am real and authentic. Yeah. I'm not like everybody else, 'cause I'm me, and that's alright. I am lovable, I am loving, and I am loved. Yeah. I am healthy, and I am wealthy. So until my father called me home, I guess I can't be deported, but I'm gonna be imported right here, right now, and enjoy my day, and I hope you do too. Peace.
Look, somebody said that they TT meant departed. She meant deported because she turned around and used the opposite of the word. She said, since I can't be deported, I guess I'll just be imported. So she said what she said. She said she wanted to go get deported. She went, that's what she said. She know what she said. Because she turned around and used the opposite term and said, well, I guess I'll be imported. Go ahead on, T. Go ahead on. But Goldilocks, I found the video. Miss Peggy. Now, this your birthday song. Happy birthday, Goldilocks. And any and everybody else in the chat that is celebrating a birthday, or I missed a birthday, or got a future birthday with Miss Peggy. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Happy birthday, Goldilocks.
Let's go, Miss Peggy. Let's go, Peggy. Miss Peggy bother, Peggy bother, Peggy bother. Make that ass drop, make that ass rock. Ooh, make that ass drop, make that ass rock. Ooh, do it for a whopper, make it wobble for a whopper. Wobble for a whopper, make it wobble for a whopper. Ooh, Peggy Sue, ooh, Peggy, ooh, Peggy, ooh. Peggy about to say she about to work it like a black girl. Make that ass jump, make it rock like a black girl. Rock. You fine, Peggy. You fine, Peggy. Ooh, you fine, Peggy. Ooh, bow-legged Peggy and a booty kind of heavy. Bend it on those girl, toot it like a levy. Bow-legged Peggy, booty kind of heavy. Bend that ass over, toot it like a levy. Lift that ass, lift that ass, lift that ass. Ooh, Peggy
about to work, she about to rap, she about to move, she about to make it. Oh, this bag,
girl. Happy birthday, Goldilocks, and everybody else celebrate a birthday. And thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all get the likes up on this video. Divine Empress, thank you for the super chat. Says Lyft and Uber can deny a ride for anything. It's their car. That's what I'm saying. That's why that man needs to go ahead on and sue. He needs to sue Lyft. Yes, he should. Yes, he should. Because guess what? If they wouldn't have, if that girl would have got in the car and that man shocks would have gave out on him and the booty of his car would have been dragging the ground or whatever the case may be, Lyft not about to help pay for it. So yay. Girl, speaking of yay, somebody say what happened to the old birthday clip. This person requested that clip. But girl, let me show you what Ye had came on here and said. Oh, I caught it before they got him. First of all, they got him up off of there. Now, this is an impromptu because I wasn't even supposed to talk about this. But girl, Kanye done lost his mind. And he dragged Dave Chappelle. The very Dave Chappelle who he had in the doggone who he had in the video with the happy birthday song. Girl, I went caught it. I went found it. Hold on. Now hold on. Girl, look at Ye. Hold on. I know for a fact I had Ye's screenshot. Hold on. Did I do it on this phone? I know for a fact I jumped up and got that screenshot. They better not have done took this stuff out my phone, girl. Let me see if this the one. Not that one. Not that one. Girl, if that doggone screenshot disappeared, I am about to lose it. Ye had got up there this morning, girl, and he had put up a post about Dave Chappelle. It's got to be down here. Hold on. Okay, I think I got it. So Ye had put up a post about Dave Chappelle, and you know him and Dave Chappelle was friends. That's him on the video that they singing happy birthday to. Girl, tell me why he got up and read Dave Chappelle for filth. Do you hear me? Child. Now let's start off with the top, girl. This is what he said. I didn't say it. This is what Kanye said. And then right after this, they took his whole Twitter page. He says, and I still found a good picture because I love you, nigga. But this SHIT is not about emotion. This is a war where you have to get your jokes approved by the orange juice people. But you don't run your jokes past the king. You banished, you lanky ass dry Travis Scott. Wait, Ye was on one last night. I think I got the other part. Yeah. You banished. He says you lanky ass dry Travis Scott lipped mother effer. His Twitter gone, baby. He said every joke you tell, I'm on your ass. You used to be my hero, Dave. You were one of my inspirations to go to war with Adidas. And after you thought I lost that battle, you showed your true colors, your envy. The hate in your blood caused you to want to be a rock star, but you just can't get the same you know what as me and John Mayer and D-Ray. How D-Ray get into it? Then he says, you ugly. You been ugly. You was ugly when the orange juice people took you in, and you ugly now, and you gonna die ugly. Bitch, I said, I know you lying. What happened? What happened? I thought thought they was friends. Hold on, girl. Now this one took me and threw me for a loop. Right, it's the dry lip Travis Scott. Girl, what is going on? Nigga said you ugly. You been ugly. You gonna die ugly. Listen, I don't know what happened before this. Yay, Twitter is gone. Now, I don't know. Let me get the picture of the Twitter gone. I don't know if Ye deactivated his own Twitter. I don't know what happened. Y'all might know better than me because y'all be knowing about this stuff. Here you go. Let's get the Twitter on here. Y'all might know better than me. I don't know. I don't know a lot about this stuff. Does this mean he deactivated or does it mean Twitter took it? Put it in the chat. Put a 1 if he deactivated. Put a 2 if Twitter took it. I don't know what's going on. I'm pretty sure Dave woke up and was like, what the hell? I'm pretty sure he gonna also put it in his next stand-up that he got cussed out by Kanye. But I don't know what's going on. All I know is after that, gone. Right, Sharon, that was a Negro spiritual read. Nigga said you ugly. Yeah, that's Dave Chappelle, girl. Yay, let me get him back on here. Yes, that's him. Nigga said, I gotta read this again, girl. This was big. Nigga said, and I still found a good picture because I love you, nigga. But this SHIT is not about emotion. This is a war where you have to get your jokes approved by the orange juice people. He says, but you don't run your jokes past the king. Let me get the last part let me get the other part because you got to catch it all together. You banished, you lanky ass, dry Travis Scott lipped mother effer. Every joke you tell, I'm on your ass. You used to be my hero, Dave. You were one of the inspirations to go to war with Adidas. And after you thought I lost that battle, you showed your true colors. Your envy, the hate in your blood because you want to be a rock star, but you just can't get the same you know what as me and John Mayer and D-Ray. Now, I did hear D-Ray be getting a lot of girls. They say D-Ray be having 3-4 girls at the same time, like girlfriends or whatever. But this the part. You ugly. You been ugly. You was ugly when the orange juice took you in. You ugly now, and you gonna die ugly. Oh my God, girl, no way. No way.
Fuck you and your family, bitch.
Now I ain't gonna lie. Hold on, let me get Ye back on here. I ain't gonna lie. The last part would have got me. You know what I'm saying? I would have been able to, get past the other parts. You know what I'm saying? But the last part, I'd have had to go see about him. You know what I'm saying? Because now, I ain't gonna lie though. Can we talk? Dave Chappelle is ugly. He actually look better now that he got a little weight on him. But he always been a little ugly. Y'all, and I know I am an ugly connoisseur. I loves me a medium ugly nigga. And Dave does fall in that category. He does. Especially now that he put a little weight on, he fine to me. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know I loves me a medium ugly nigga. So I am the ugly connoisseur. I know an ugly nigga when I see one. And Dave has been ugly. Now this is not to take up for Ye, because you wrong for that. You ain't have to do that on no Twitter and say all of that. But just to corroborate that piece, he ugly. But this is the thing though, Ye. Why is you on here going off on everybody talking about he can't get no coochie and all of that stuff? And what is John Mayer? What kind of coochie is he getting? Like what? And then I'm telling you, that last part, I ain't gonna lie. I probably would have went pulled up on you. Yeah, nigga, them meds. I don't care if you on your meds or not, nigga. I'm about to come pop you upside the head. I'd might have had to pull up on Ye, because that certain things is just a little bit too far. But girl, I forgot to put Ye on here. Girl, yeah, girl. I'm so glad y'all reminded me. And just to think, it was just a minute ago, and I ain't gonna play it all, but it was just a minute ago, a short while ago, he had the choir that he was grifting off of y'all with. He was grifting off the God narrative, and when he got that choir, and it was just yesterday, he was over there having a choir saying happy birthday to Ye. I mean to Dave. Look.
Happy birthday.
I ain't want to play it all, but let me say this, man. Let me say this, bro. Honestly, I don't think Dave Chappelle gonna be mad. I ain't gonna say he ain't gonna be mad, but I don't think he gonna hold it against him. His personality gives to me that he'll like brush it off after a while. You know what I'm saying? But Ye, you wrong for that, bro. You wrong. You ain't have to get on here and say all that. You could have texted that man and called him and said that. You ain't have to come on Twitter and expose Dave like that and say all of that, calling that man ugly, talking about he been ugly. He ugly now. He was ugly when the orange juice people got him, and he gonna die ugly. You wrong for that. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that, but you did. Now you done got up off of Twitter. I don't know what's going on, girl. Y'all keep getting your prayers. I was just advocating for a Ye day. And look what Ye turned around and did. See what I'm saying? Lord have mercy. I just was advocating. Remember I said Ye is getting reparations for us? And I said, yo, we need to I need to go and ask the people down there for a Ye day. Ye, you can't have a day if you're gonna be acting like this. You gotta find some sense of stability if you want a Ye day. Okay? Y'all keep Ye in your prayers, please and thank you. Keep them in your prayers. It's been a lot going on for Ye. Keep them in your prayers, okay? Now moving forward, he better. Somebody said, Dave is gonna make money off of this. Yep, he better. I would. Girl, do you know how? Because listen, Dave Chappelle never speaks. Dave Chappelle never speaks unless you see him on a stage. Girl, I'll be setting up my new stand-up today. I'll be down there calling Netflix. Yeah, get me on here. Get me on here. You know what I'm saying, girl? I'll be calling Netflix right soon as I'd have seen them tweets. But look, they had hurry up and deleted it. But the way you know how it is on your phone, look, on your phone, like if they delete a tweet, if the tweet came up before they deleted it and you haven't refreshed your page, you could get it. And that's how I got it. That's all it is. That's how I got it. That's how I got it. Yeah. Girl, y'all is crazy, girl. Shout out to Ye. Y'all keep them in y'all prayers. Do not plug up the prayer line, though. We only reserve that for real situations, and this ain't one of them. Moving forward, let's go. I want to talk about this Super Bowl thing. I had a few issues here. You know, first of all, the logo for, let me go get it. Hold on. All right. I'm back. So I feel two ways about this Super Bowl thing, right? And I'm going to tell you why. First and foremost, shout out to the city for being able to put on such a great show. They say it was so packed. They say you couldn't drive nowhere close to downtown. They say it was the time you had to be there. You know what I'm saying? That's what they say. I didn't say it. Because I wasn't there. But nevertheless, the Super Bowl has this big old Super Bowl. And look, why did I just say that? But long story short, this is the new logo. Now, it was a young black girl who designed this logo. And to the surface, or at the surface, is like, oh my God, that's great. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was able to, garner that type of attention to her art, and it got displayed on the world stage, i.e. the Super Bowl. But the problem that I have with this is I feel like our culture has been exploited and blasted out to the world so that they can come and integrate and infiltrate. Now put a pin right there. Put a pin right there because I'm going to come right back to it, okay? Remember what I just said. I believe that New Orleans culture, one of the most authentically preserved Black American culture in America. Let's start there first. One of the most preserved cultures in America, of Black American culture, I feel like it's been put on a stage so that they can integrate and infiltrate. Now put a pin right there. Now let's go get Harry Connick Jr. up here. Now Harry Connick Jr. is allegedly from he's from New Orleans. He's from New Orleans, and I don't know what part, but he said he's from New Orleans. He got the accent. We're gonna roll with it, okay? But he's from New Orleans. He like a jazz player or a trumpet player or something like that. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Long story short, he does his set. Now, remember, I'm telling y'all, I feel like they're exploiting our culture, putting it on a big stage where everybody can see it. I'm talking about worldwide. And then they can come in and integrate and infiltrate. Now, Harry Connick Jr. gets on stage and he has the American Indians, they call them now Mardi Gras Indians or masking Indians. But masking is an actual not ritual, but it's kind of like a dance and a spiritual connection that the indigenous Niji or the indigenous Black American or the indigenous whatever we want to call ourselves, person of this land. That's one of the cultures that we've been practicing for centuries, and it has always been preserved to just us, meaning if you were not from New Orleans, you would never run into the Indians. You know why? They're not on no major they're not on the main what do you call it? They're never on the main parade route, so you never see them in the big parades. They are never anywhere where all the tourists are, because this is culture, personal culture preserved for us. You got to know where the Indians gonna be at to even find the Indians, okay? Y'all get the likes up on the video. My problem with this is I feel like Harry Connick Jr. putting the Indians, the Zulu traps, I heard they was up there. I heard there was a whole bunch of people. I didn't see this part. But him putting these people on a major stage is going to cause for people to see it and want to go and so-called explore it. And then the next thing you know, there'll be a white Indian. You see what I'm saying? Or there'll be something crazy like that. And it'll be taken away from us. That's a problem for me. And Black Americans, we don't even realize that these people are exploiting us. Vu, I heard Caribbeans are trying to claim New Orleans now. Girl, what Caribbean? They're Caribbean live. What Caribbean? Because I heard somebody, I think it was Tariq Nasheed, his channel, that was saying, people were saying that New Orleans is like North Caribbean culture and all that stuff, and it ties to Caribbean. Ain't a person in the city of New Orleans got ties to no Caribbean place. Nowhere. Let's set the record straight. There's not a person in New Orleans, unless it's first generation, second generation, or something like that, meaning their mama just came over here or their grandma just came over here. I'm talking about indigenous people who come from America. None of us have any ties to nowhere in Caribbean culture, nowhere. So I don't know where that narrative is coming from. Oh, I know where it's coming from, the media. But at the end of the day, that has absolutely zero to do with Caribbean culture. As a matter of fact, there's nowhere in the Caribbean that can duplicate this. Shout out to the Caribbean. They got some stuff that's similar, but even when they do their dance practices and all that stuff, it's not the same. Don't make me go get a video. I probably already have one on here. Don't make me. It's a very authentic. You won't find it nowhere. Literally nowhere. Hold on, I'm about to get a video just to show y'all. This ain't got nothing to do with no Caribbean, nothing. Let's really be clear about that. I don't want anybody to ever think that this is anything to do with Caribbean culture. No, sir. No, ma'am. Not at all. Never has been, never will be. The things that we do in New Orleans cannot be duplicated, okay? They just can't. I get it. A lot of people want to take our culture and give it away to everybody else. But at the end of the day, it's not possible. Hold on. I got a few I could get on here. Stop acting crazy. Don't stop acting crazy. This right here can never be duplicated by nobody. Nowhere. So let's start there first. We are not Caribbean culture. It's a preserved culture from the swarthy colored Indian that the clear people saw when they got off them damn boats, the Bienvilles and all them people. Okay, them French people and them Hispanic, or not Hispanic, but the Spanish from Spain. Hold on, look at it.
Again, they gotta spend a little money, wanna bust my ass. Boss talk plenty shit, and I'ma talk my shit. I talk plenty shit, I talk my shit. Say boss, they gotta spend a little money, wanna look like this.
Remember, even at the very inception of the so-called Mardi Gras, that was them clears doing their own thing. We always had our own celebration. Stop acting crazy.
I was showing hustling, working for the money.
I can't play that with the song, but y'all get what I'm saying? Do y'all get what I'm saying? This can't be duplicated nowhere. Not Junkanoo in the Bahamas, not Carnival in Brazil. Not this right here is special to here. Okay. So with that being said, I feel like them putting my people on stage to exploit them, and they don't even realize it, but to exploit them is going to cause an infiltration here in the future. It's not going to be long, but it's definitely going to cause an infiltration, and I'm afraid of losing the last bit of preserved culture that we can definitely go point at and look at and touch it and see it and smell it and all that stuff. I'm afraid that's going to get compromised. I'm really afraid of that, and I would hate for that to happen. Because at the end of the day, this clear man, whether he's from New Orleans or not, he is not of this culture. Food, I may give him that. But being in New Orleans, even being born, if he was born in New Orleans, he is not of Indian culture. And him standing in front of these Indians, these Injuns, these indigenous people in their one-of-a-kind, not costumes, but they one-of-a-kind outfits that can never be duplicated by nowhere. It takes them a year to make, hand-stitched. Him standing in front of them, I feel like that's a foul to me. I don't particularly like it. Now, that's just my opinion. Some people might feel like it's harmless. That's fine. I just know for me, this clear man standing in front of my people, hands out like he Jesus Christ on the bike. I don't like this. I don't like this because he is not of this culture. Okay? That's just me. But that's that on that. Now, on another situation, I wanted to talk about a little bit more about some stuff that I found on the Kendrick Lamar situation thing. They had some other stuff come up. I saw this on where did I see this? On the Shade Room, I think it was. They were pulling up some more symbolisms found in Kendrick Lamar's performance. And honestly, I believe that this thing is so multi-layered. I believe that we will talk about this for days. People will find from different angles something different about this situation for days. He's a DEI jazz musician. Facts. Because let's be clear, they have some talented clear people who play jazz. Let's be clear. But the fact is, now they're integrated. If they haven't already, they're going to start infiltrating. Okay? Mind you, they get everything from us. We've never gotten anything from them. Not even our last names. Y'all ready to talk about it? Oh, Okay, another stream. Oh, okay. I'll wait then. But don't let that go over nobody's head. We've got nothing from them, not even the last name. Let's move on. Okay. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah, some of the symbolism that was found in this whole situation. Now, some clear woman had went on Twitter and said that he was like the people on the ground was a bunch of swastikas. And I said, oh, come on now. Now, other people are saying that it was the dead body cutout. I don't know who or what it is. I think that it's possible it could be both. To be completely honest, it would be extremely possible that it could be both, because this performance was so multi-layered. Remember, Kendrick is coming out giving us a different perspective on music. He's trying to bring the music and the art back to what it was. He's pro-black and all that, but he's also, because I think he's a multi-layered, he's also a part of the industry. Okay, so let's not ever leave that, without knowing. Now, another thing that I saw was they were saying that when Uncle Sam says this is the great American game, it's a double entendre. It says he's referencing in America's most popular sport, NFL, and he's introducing a story about the game of America, politics, capitalism, etc. Now, this I can agree with, I think, but it's more than that too. Because when I see him say this is the great American game and you got to know how to play the game and all that stuff, it is related to politics, but it's more related to the behavior of Black Americans in so-called America. And I think it is definitely the double entendre with the doggone the joysticks. But I also heard somebody say Squid Games, and that came to me too. What else somebody else said? My mama was tying it to the DNA and the symbolism with that and red and white, blue blood cells. And listen, this can go so many ways. This is so many ways. And I think that, like I said, it's so multi-layered. I don't think one person is right or one person is wrong. Now this one was wait, do I want to do that one first? Okay, so I didn't catch this when the Super Bowl was happening, but apparently all this was happening in the crowd. Now, this is what I want to know. Are these cell phone lights or what is this? But it says the next shot shows Kendrick and his dancers on a prison yard. The lights in the background says warning, wrong way. It says representing the need for a redirection for Black people in America, economic, social, and political. Did y'all catch this at the game? Because I missed this. And is this cell phone lights? And did they just get some of the people to use, you know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, they say it's standing over the prison yard is what they saying. Yeah. And I guess the warning wrong way could be taken like, don't go the wrong path. You could end up in prison, or I don't know, but I definitely missed that when it was happening. And then obviously this one with the game over. It says Kendrick ends the show with TV off, continuing in his choice to defy Uncle Sam's demand for Kendrick to comply and play the game of respectability politics. The lights in the background say game over. It can also represent the end of his beef with Drake. I ain't catch that part as well. I don't know, y'all. What are y'all thinking? Oh, this is the one I wanted to talk about too. And I forgot to mention this as well. So this is just think pieces that I seen on the internet. This one, it says in response to Kendrick's Kendrick plays humble with his dancers and notably divide American flag formation while bobbing their heads, yes, in compliance. Now this is deep right here, because what they're saying is America is divided, right? Black America in particular, but us being divided, and then Kendrick being in the middle. I don't know if he's gonna be the unifier of Black America. I'm not sure, but the fact that they were not bowing, but kind of like moving their heads up and down in the yes motion and saying that this could be in compliance, I can see that, because a lot of us like for instance, with this last political doggone race that just happened, the president's race, Black America was divided like crazy, even though they claim most of us voted the same way. Like, yep, this is interesting too. Miss Parker said red and blue, Democrats and Republicans, also Bloods and Crips. Absolutely. All of this makes sense. I don't think none of it doesn't make sense. It says Uncle Sam being played by Samuel L. Jackson was international. Oh no, I'm sorry, intentional. I can't see. He played the house slave in the Django Unchained. Why I say the Django 2012, where he was used by the slave master to keep the other slaves in line. A black Uncle Sam represented the efficient. I can't see that. Black people at the top used to do the same thing in modern day. Is that efficient? Maybe I can't see, but yeah. So that's what they're saying. Like, okay, it was strategic for him to get Samuel L. Jackson, seeing that he was what's his name that was in Django, Steven in Django. These are all just what the people saying. And it says after this, the street lights scene. Street lights present the dangers of growing up in the inner city, where black children are told to be home before the street lights come on. You're not no more, child. They run in the streets. Uncle Sam scolds Kendrick and his group for using the culture cheat code, referencing racial profiling. Uncle Sam asked the scorekeeper to deduct one life. Now that I did catch. Listen, when he said, "Oh, you think you gonna use the cheat code?" and he said, "Somebody deduct one life," I was like, "Oh." You know what that gave to me too, though? Anytime we get a person that bucks the system, like for real, like let's say a Malcolm X. Like, I'm not talking about that BS. I'm not talking about that BS with these fake black leaders out here that's able to make it to they live to be 100 years old. Not the Jesse Jackson of the world, not the L Sharpness. Not them. I'm talking about the real black leaders who really get out here and be like, I'm gonna buck this system. Malcolm X, Fred Hampton, all the brothers that they killed. I just learned about one today. George Jackson, is that his name? From LA, who bucked the whole prison system, and they done went up in and popped all them white folks upside the head. Mega Evers, yes, people who really bucked the system. Them people, when he said deduct one life, that's typically the response to anybody who doesn't fall in line and play the game, so-called. Yep, unity is the cheat code. There you go. There you go. Man, look, all I know is this. They sent out an apology letter like, bitch, y'all booked him the NFL playing games, bro. Them clears are losing their mind. The clears and the foreigners are losing their mind, as expected. Okay? As expected. The clears and the foreigners are losing their minds. And at the end of the day, they just gonna have to get over it. For the people it was supposed to reach, it reached. For the people it wasn't supposed to reach, it flew clean over their head, as it should. But at the end of the day, it happened. You can't take it back. You can't take it back. It already happened. Yay. The message had to come out, and it did, because like I said, it's multi-layered, the whole thing, and it's good and evil, but it's all multi-layered. We have been so watered down with the TikTok era of the 2-second clips, videos, and we don't even want to sit down no more. Our brain mentally, we all like a bunch of badass kids. Our brains can't even focus for longer than 5 minutes because of the TikTok era, this Instagram era, the Snapchat era, and it bled over to our music. And by bleeding over to our music, somebody actually come out with a very good body of work. Take Not Like Us off the table. That Kendrick had an amazing body of work. And most people is just, oh, that's trash. Oh, that's trash. Oh, that's trash. Because all y'all want to do is talk about your coochies, your booties, popping other people upside the head, going do it in real life and coming back and talk about it on wax. That's all we want to talk about. And it has literally tainted our creativity. I don't know. Matter of fact, I seen Jalen Hurts last night. They asked him who he got on the side, who he got in the beef with, Kendrick versus Drake. And you know what Jalen Hurts said? That's a fine young man. Lord have mercy. You know what he said? He said, oh, I don't listen to that. They said, well, what you listen to? What's your favorite album of all time? My boy said Frankie Beverly and Maze, the live album. Bitch. Girl. That's a grown ass man. Do you hear me? For Jalen Hurts to get on here and say his favorite album of all time is the Frankie Beverly and Maze, the live album. You talking about the one where Frankie be on there singing Happy People, and right before the song even dropped, all they hear him go is 1, 2, 3, go, dun, 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 dun. And the whole crowd went crazy. Everybody was off their seats. Dun 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 dun. You know about that album, Jalen Hurts? Oh my God, that's a grown ass man. That's a grown ass man. You know what I'm saying? That's a grown ass man. Yeah, yeah, girl. But that album though, you have to have heard, you have had to heard that album. I remember hearing it on a doggone actual album. Like, shh. Don't get me started, girl. Rest in peace to Frankie, bro. But yeah, it's all a game. I told y'all I had that dream, and you know what's crazy? I had that dream right before everything in America started popping off the way it did. Put a 1 in the chat if you was here when I had that dream. When I told y'all I had the dream, and the people said that the world is a stage, none of it's real. Put a 1 in the chat. Right after that, no cap. I'm not making this up. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go find that video one day and we're gonna get on here and discuss it. Right after that, the world started going crazy. In my dream, if you were not here, I had a dream that I was in the 50s or the 60s at a production studio, and I paid for backstage passes or some type of backstage VIP pass. And when I got back there, I didn't see anything. I'm just giving you the cliff notes, but I got back there, I didn't see anything, but I did see three men dressed in spacesuits ish. And basically the other ones was trying to leave, but one stopped and said, because they didn't want to give me information, and one turned around and said, I'll give you this. The world is a stage. Everything you've ever known to know is fake. And I was like, what do you mean? He said the wars, the civil rights movement, Martin Luther, all of it's fake. He was like, it's not real. He said the world is a stage. Right after that, America went haywire. Right after that, America went haywire. Child, look, listen. Now, I don't know if that's the ancestor just coming to give me. You know what I'm saying? I am a Pisces. We are empaths. And we are people who are in touch with our spirituality and our spirit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying that's what the dream was. And right after that, everything been going crazy. Everything. I don't know. Great T said I'm the Oracle from the Matrix. But don't play. Don't play. Miss T Blaze, thank you for the super chat. Peace Queen, I usually rewind the live to the beginning, but I'm here. Hey girl. Hey, and thank you for being here. Thank you so much for the super chat. Y'all get the likes up on the video. We about to get in this 50 Cent drama. And Esther Messiah, thank you for the super chat. Take a bow. Goldilocks, you have rewritten our alma mater birthday song. Oh, with Miss Peggy. She sure did with Miss Peggy. Now the people gonna want to request Miss Peggy for the birthday, girl. That's crazy. Out the Matrix, thank you for the super chat. Did you hear how New Orleans stored their homeless in unsafe warehouses? Yep. With no heat, yep, or AC during the Super Bowl, told the people they had to stay in the warehouses or go to jail. They do that every time there's something major happening in New Orleans. They do it for Mardi Gras. So that's an annual thing. They do that. They do it for Mardi Gras. They do it for every time we have, I think when we had the Olympics here, was it though? I don't know what we had here. The last time we had the Super Bowl, they did it. Anytime NCAA tournaments, anytime there's something major happening, listen, this is a fact. And I don't have to say allegedly. This is a Fendi fact. Every time something major happens in the city, all of the homeless people live under the bridge. For all the people who don't know, and they frequent around the downtown area, Canal Street, Bourbon, all that stuff. Every time there's a major event, they round them all up. They all live in tents. They round them all up and put them in these big old warehouses or whatever the case may be and lock them in there literally and tell them, if you leave out of here, you're going to jail. Every single time there's something big going on in the city. Facts. Facts. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is not a allegedly. Facts. Every single time. They lock them away like cattle, lock them away like dogs. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I just want to let y'all know that. Grape tea asks if it's legal. I probably don't think so. But again, who's going to advocate for the homeless? Nobody. Nobody's going to advocate for the homeless. But, you know, that's how I go. Yes, that's a fact. And they've been doing that since I was a little girl. So that ain't nothing new. That is a fact. Now, they'll let them stay out there for the Saints games. They'll let them stay out there for the Saints game or whatever the case may be. They ain't gonna really trip on them for that. But see, if it's something when them clear people coming in from all over, oh yeah, lock them up. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Pick their tents up and everything. And yes, they do. Fact. Thank you for bringing that up. I forgot about that. That's a fact, though. B Lady Raw, thank you for the super chat. And thank you again for the super chat. Them clears don't let us have nothing of our own. Absolutely not. That's why they're over there putting us on the big stage. That's why they're over there putting us on the big stage right now. They never want us to have none of our own. And we don't realize how we give it away because they come in slowly. Like Malcolm said, they integrate and then they infiltrate. Child. Bree, thank you for the super chat. Prime example of people fear what they don't understand. Absolutely. And you know, not knowing is the biggest fear, which is why a lot of people fear the unknowing of being alive. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. But you're right, Bree. Thank you for the super chat. Out the Matrix says, you got to watch the movie They Live. It's just like your dream. Oh, wow. They Live. Let me write this down. Hold on. Let me write this down. Now, y'all be giving me movies to watch. Go and watch them. They Live. I'm going to look it up. Whew. Child. But we got to move on to 50 Cent in this drama. Girl. Let me get the photos on here. Because it's a lot going on. So, okay. Let me give y'all somewhat of a backstory. I've been paying attention to this, trying to figure out what's going on. And I think I may have found something. Okay. So, this is what happened. 50 Cent and what's the man name? Big Meech have the show. Well, 50 Cent have the show, not even 50 Cent and Big Meech, but 50 Cent has a show called BMF, Black Mafia Family, and it's modeled after Big Meech and the BMF mob, right? He got his son to play him, and he made a lot of money off of this here in the past. How do you say? Here in the past, recent past. Let's just say that. 50 has made a lot of money off this show. Now, this is the gag. The actual person who owned the rights to the BMF name, the story, the whole thing is this lady right here. Her name is Tammy Cohen's. She is the actual rightful owner of the Big Meech, BMF, the whole brand. Now, a lot of y'all probably are saying, well, who's this Clear woman? Because that's what I see. But she is apparently, allegedly, a CI, a third-party confidential informant who works for the feds. And one of her jobs, allegedly, right, to get information from people so that she can get Meech less time on his sentence. Does that make sense? So basically how it works is Meech go get cool with people, and then she come in and be cool with them, and then she be collecting information and giving it back to the feds. But it's by third. So basically, Meech wouldn't be labeled the CI or the snitch. She would. That's why it's called a third party CI, confidential informant. I'm just trying to lay it down for y'all. So now 50 does this BMF stuff with stars and all that stuff, but I didn't know this because this guy named Cuffy is a guy who got caught up in this CI stuff because Cuffy was one of those people who Meech set up. Pay attention. Cuffy was a guy from St. Louis, a big timer from St. Louis, and Cuffy said Big Meech never met $1 million or seen $1 million until he met him. So he must have been the guy back then. Okay. So with that being said, she ends up getting Cuffy set up, and Cuffy ends up doing like tens of years in prison. Don't quote me, I don't remember. Okay. Now 50 in the middle of this, because remember 50 was working with to some capacity, had to be working with this Tammy girl to even do the BMF show. But I think according to Cuffy, he said he had to be working with her to some capacity because she owns the rights to the whole brand. He had to. But since things went left after Meech took the picture with Rick Ross, 50 has been dragging Meech so much so he on here basically telling everybody how much of a snitch Meech was and how he set up multiple people through this woman right here, this clear woman, Tammy Cohen's. He is going relentlessly on his Instagram exposing how Meech actually set it up, and the guy Cuffy actually spoke out as well. This is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. And the guy Cuffy spoke out from jail, and Cuffy basically said, yeah, Meech set me up, and if it were not for Meech, I wouldn't be here in jail. But Meech didn't do it per se. He had this clear woman who's the third-party confidential informant to do it for him. So Meech is the connect. Meech is the one to get this girl in their vicinity, and then they set him up. Now, I want to play some of this recording where Cuffy's talking about this. This is the guy that Big Meech got set up. Mind you, while all of this is happening, 50 Cent is having a field day, posting stuff to his Instagram, dragging Big Meech, talking about he ain't what y'all thought he was. But Meech, not Meech, 50, you put him on a big screen for us to think that he was that. Listen, the people from that era know Meech and they know who he was. But I'm talking about people who didn't know Meech, Big Meech, and found out about him through 50. You raised his profile up like that, and now he's tearing it down, in my opinion. This is my opinion. In my opinion, I think 50 is doing it purposely so that Big Meech will never make another dime doing anything. Okay? I think the reason 50 is doing exactly what he's doing is to make sure that, since you want to betray me and go do X, Y, and Z, bets. I'm about to make sure you never make another penny in this mother. Y'all remember that from Players Club. But anyway, let's get into this doggone, let's get into this, what do you call it? Oh, the recording that I have. So a guy had Cuffy on the phone, and he's gonna introduce Cuffy, and Cuffy's gonna talk about a little bit about how Big Meech used this clear right here, this skim milk, to set him up. Check it out.
Yeah, I got Cuffy right here, man. St. Louis legend. You know what I'm saying? And I know people heard me speak about Meech's paperwork situation with the last interview that we had, and a lot of people had a lot of stuff to say. They don't believe it, Blues hating. You know what I'm saying? And when I went back and I looked at everything, I was like, you know what, bro? It's only right and only one way to really do it. You good? Only one way to really do it and just let Dog speak for itself. So I wanted him to call in, and this is him calling in during the interview. Go ahead, Cuff, man. You can introduce yourself and take the flow.
Hello, what's up, man?
Yes, sir.
Hey, a lot of people, man, is thinking that this thing is made up, or this thing is fake, or that I have an axe to grind. You feel me?
Right.
But I'm in here with a 27-year sentence based on Demetrius Flannery, as you all know as Big Meech, and Tammy Cowens, known in the paperwork as CS1.
Right.
Confidential source 1. So what Big Meech did was call a third-party cooperation. So Tammy Cowens signed up to be a DEA informant to give Demetrius Flannery a time cut, plain and simple.
Right. So
okay, so can you break down the story? Like, how do you know this And how'd you come upon this information?
How do you know? How do you came upon this information though?
We were rewarded what's called a Franks hearing. It's based on a case called U.S. versus Frank. So I would implore your listeners to look the case up. And what a Franks hearing entails is that you're able to cross-examine your accusers, meaning government agents, meaning informants, and so on and so forth, just like a regular trial. So this was testified in court.
Period. Point blank.
This was testified in court that I became a government informant to give Demetrius Flannery a time cut.
That's what was said on the stand, bro. The lady became a government informant to give Demetrius Flannery a time cut. But I think people would ask a question of this though. This is what I got hit with a lot is, all right, then if he did it to get a time cut, then how come he still did all that time in jail?
Well, what they don't understand is that he never received the time cut because what came out was that she had an illicit sexual relationship with Special Agent Keith Cromer.
Special Agent Keith Cromer.
Handler. But her first DA handler was the guy, as you should know, Blue, who brought the BMF indictment, Special Agent Jack Harvey.
Special Agent Jack Harvey is the person that locked us all up, who's also the person that locked up Terry White, which was her first case as a DEA agent. And then he retired. He retired after he got them 60 years.
Yeah, he retired, and then her handler became a brother by the name of Keith Cromer, Special Agent Keith Cromer, who was also fired behind this particular case. So Meech never received the time cut because unbeknownst to a lot of people, it's against the law to have a sexual relationship or any personal relationship with a government informant.
This how it happened. Somehow, some way, because I don't know how, she met Special Agent Jack Harvey. You could leave that up to question. How did Big Meech's personal assistant / the person that handles all this business / the person that owns BMF Entertainment to this day since 2008?
Special Agent Jack Harvey. She put her with Harvey.
So now she meets Special Agent Jack Harvey, and then she starts working for Special Agent Jack Harvey, but not for the Meech case. It was for a whole nother case first. It was for Terry White. But once that case went well, okay, and once they went past and Terry White got his 30 years, Special Agent Jack Harvey retired. But now she was ready to go do the case for Meech and help get Meech his time cut. So now when Meech came up, it was a new person that came on, and his name was what's his name again, big homie?
Special Agent Keith Cromer.
Special Agent Keith Cromer is the new special agent after Jack Harvey retired. Now he's her handler, and they engulfed in a personal relationship, sexual, or however they called it in the court. And through that relationship, it tainted the case, and it was dishonorable at that point. They had to throw that out. That's why Meech didn't get out.
All right, so just to give y'all the cliff notes, what is being alleged by Cuffy is saying I was set up by Big Meech, but through this girl Tammy Cohen's. Tammy Cohen's is a third-party confidential informant who ended up sleeping with her special agent, and they were on a case. The case was going in their favor, but the case got thrown out because they found out she was sleeping with her special agent. Conflict of interest. They say how they found out was when they finished off a case, they got to hand over their phones and everything, and they was able to find what she thought she deleted was her and the man was having sex. He was taking her on trips. He spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on her. It's a lot of drama. But this is all through this lady, Tammy Cohen's, okay? Mind you, it's being alleged by Cuffy that not only was he set up by Tammy Cohen, that her whole purpose was to get Big Meech, to get people set up, and it would lessen his time. And the reason that he stayed in that time was because the girl got caught sleeping with the CI. I mean, with the special agent. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, well, why is this important? Well, the guy Cuffy is doing 27 years behind Meech, saying that behind Meech getting him hooked up with this lady. Yet Meech is on here telling everybody he's not a snitch. If I was the guy Cuffy, I would have been saying the same thing too. Not only that, Cuffy was saying this 7 months ago because the interviews I ran across were from 7 and 9 months ago. So it's not like he just started saying this once 50 and them started beefing. The videos I ran into, he had been doing podcast videos calling from jail saying this exact same story like 7 and 9 months ago. So with that being said, this girl right here comes into question because basically if Meech is out here trying to act like he's not a snitch, then Meech would have to answer to the fact that, well, if you're not a snitch, then who is she and why are you in any type of dealing or were in any type of dealing with her? And what happened to Cuffy? Now, this is Meech on here talking about how he didn't snitch. Look.
I wasn't going to address this because I'm not trying to let nobody trick me off the streets. But I never folded, never told, never will. Death before dishonor, always with me. So I'm doing this for my loved ones and the support of my friends and family to come out to the Amaran Arena, February 13th.
Now 50 was trolling him saying, nigga, you can't even go to the ring because you on house arrest. But 50 is mad, you know, and I guess maybe he should be, I don't know. I think they all, because 50, you got blood, you got dirt on your hands too because you was working with them too. So shut up. 50 is not absolved from this. Let's be clear about that. But at the end of the day, 50 is making it his life work to go out and expose this dude, Big Meech, to damage his credibility. Because like Meech just told y'all when he came on here, I would never tell, death before dishonor, wooty wooty wham wham. That we all know that's cap. You definitely said something to somebody at some point, especially dealing with the feds. Like, it's kind of inevitable. So now I want to play another clip for y'all real quick. Hold on.
But Tammy testified in open court that she signed up to be a DA informant to give Demetrius Flannery a time cut.
This call is from a federal prison.
Special Agent Keith Cromer testified that Demetrius Flannery knew about this whole thing, but he just wanted to keep his name out of the documents. The special agent told Flannery that he could not do that. He could only do that if Cuff don't go to trial. And with Cuff's record, he can't afford to go to trial. You understand what I'm saying?
Correct.
But in the midst of all of this, she ends up flipping on the special agent Keith Cromer, and the whole deal went in the trash. So that's why we're at the point to where we're at now.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long does your relationship go back with Meech, Cuff? How long have you known him? What you guys go back?
1990, homie. 1990. My beautiful daughter that you talk with, my son, and my other daughter, they look at this nigga, call this nigga uncle, homie.
Now, from my understanding, you guys reached out to him when the paperwork came down. She said that you knew who the CI was, and you told her and her mom, and you guys sent a message to Meech. What was his response when this stuff came down and you were like, yo, bruh, what's going on? What?
So, okay, that was another portion of Cuffy giving his testifying, but giving his rendition of what happened as far as this girl, Tammy Cohen's and Meech. Now, let me say this. I don't know how this works with his case because I don't see why he wouldn't, and I don't know the law, but not like that. But I don't see why he wouldn't be able to get his case relooked at if she was compromised, even as a CI. You know what I mean? But again, this is just me thinking in a plain layman way because, you know, I'm not into the law like that. I got another clip. Hold on.
So what 50 about to do, get his beef in the PR. He already got his money. He ain't got his money up all, did with it already. Now I'm going to burn it down, discredit it, so you can't do nothing else with it. Blaze nothing to you.
Whack 100 says 50 will do anything possible to expose Big Meech after he crossed him by working with Rick Ross. More than one of Whack 100's predictions you're about to hear came true.
Tammy Cowan.
50 leaked a recorded call between him and Tammy Cowan, Meech's business partner.
I agree. It's unfortunate, right? Yeah. It really is, but I agree. So, you know, we'll just let it be told when the story gets told. Yeah, and I'm only going to stick to the truth and keep it pushing, right?
That's it. That's all it is. This was only the beginning of what 50 would do next. It almost seems like Whack 100 has 50's playbook.
I never forget the 50 Cent pulled a move on us. I think he played with us on purpose. Like, yo, Whack, 50 gonna be at the SLS hotel. What? Yeah, the little bar area over there. He gonna be in, come down. Paul Rule, we through there. This one is on. He pulled up in this motherfucking SLS hotel. Come in that motherfucker, like 10 of us. We coming in this motherfucker. I stop. I'm looking around. I'm like, something don't seem right about.
Turn on notifications.
I called it. We been exposed to. I put the only paperwork up, got the name on it, right? I said 2 weeks ago, as soon as I saw that picture with Ross, I said, yeah, Ross don't like Meech at all, because he know 50 about to turn on him. 50 ain't that 50 petty. I know we think alike. I did the same. I called it. Everybody told me, oh, Whack, you trip. I said, 50's about to turn on that. Explain something to you, bro. This real shit. When you a real homie, sometimes you got to think for him, right? Ross knew what he was doing. Uncle Murder is my man. That's my brother. We can send each other up the river today, right? Once me and Murder and Monster put together to play,
So now that was what's the boy name? Oh, Whack 100 telling his side of what he believed. Oh, I got another one to Whack. Hold on.
There was allegations by the family of a St. Louis kingpin named Dion Cuffy Gatlin.
Just talked to him an hour ago.
Oh, really? To Cuffy?
Yeah.
Okay, so his family saying that Meech cooperated against him and so forth. I had Terrence Case Williams here yesterday who actually went through the paperwork. What he said was that Meech never cooperated, but there was a woman who Meech knows that I guess he ended up giving his life rights to.
Third party cooperating.
Which
is him cooperating.
Oh, you think that's him cooperating?
That's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact.
Because she cooperates. She's a producer on the Stars TV show.
Okay, well, let me ask you a question. Meech just parole, right?
Yes.
He's on house arrest, right? He's on house arrest with Lil Meech's mama, right? Lil Meech stars in the show, right?
Yes.
Why didn't she have the life rights?
Well, you don't necessarily always always do business with your kid's mother if they're not.
Stop. What business is he doing with the cooperating?
Well, his life rights.
Okay. So when you're doing business with somebody, you're doing something for them and they're doing something for you, right?
Right. I'm assuming that some of the money that she got would be shared with his son and his family.
Well, why would he put her in place of the money? What does he benefit by having her in place of the money?
Maybe she was the most qualified business-wise.
Usually, guys from the streets, when we position people to do things, right, when we do things for them, it's because in return they're going to do something for us. The paperwork shows that Tammy Cowan was a third-party cooperating, right? Let's rewind back to 2016, 2017. Remember the rumor that Big Meech was going to come home early?
Yeah.
Okay. This ties into that. Now, the case stuck on Cuffy. But because she ended up having sex with the federal agent, they pulled the time cut back for Meech. Now, when I'm talking to Cuffy, I said, Cuffy, why are you telling me this happened and how do you know and he's not directly on the paperwork? He says, Whack, the line come through her from him. I need you to help me get this bag. Cuffy will tell you, before him, Meech was a small time dude. He said, I put his first million in his pockets. The man literally broke down and cried when he saw the money that I delivered to him. He said the numbers and the situation to this, only me and Meech knew this information. When I got the documents and the paperwork, everything that me and Meech knew and which we discussed through code is in the paperwork. Only me and him knew this information. Tammy didn't even know this information.
Y'all, it's super duper messy. It is very, very messy right now. I'll say this though, 50's hands is not all the way clean though. Like, because 50 knew all of this before. You think 50 didn't know all of this stuff before he got in the bed with, well, not literally, but when he got to dealing with this lady Tammy to get these rights and all that stuff and do these shows? Because the guy Cuffy said that he even they were able to stop them from making a motion picture because originally he had some sort of rights or something like that, or something where they had to go through him. But then they flipped it and said that because he went to jail, he kind of lost all his rights, and that's how 50 was able to do the show. Like, this is the thing with the Big Meech part. Even though Big Meech's name is not on the paperwork, the lady Tammy's is. When you have a third party cooperative or CI, that person is acting on your behalf. So it's almost like you ever seen somebody on some paperwork and it'll say signing in lieu of or in place of. I'm acting on the behalf of this person. I'm doing something for the benefit of this person. Now, just because your name isn't on any paperwork does not mean that you are not cooperating, because you're literally talking to the person and you're with the person who is. And then I seen some other guy. Maybe she was prettier when she was younger, but it was like, I just see I used to wonder why this pretty girl was hanging around all these black men. And I'm saying pretty. She look a little heavy, not heavy, but she look a little hard to me. No shade. I mean, she's not an ugly woman, but maybe she looked better back in the 90s. I don't know. Yeah, a power of attorney is a perfect example. Acting on behalf of, and that would make Meech a snitch. Now, to be completely honest, a lot of people will be like, so, because I know I was like, so they all snitching. But the thing is, they wear this mask and hide behind this very mask of old code, and we're death before dishonor, and we would never, just like Meech said. But it was all a lie, because we all know that these folks ain't doing what they say they are doing. But I could have been told y'all that. Everybody's snitching. And the ones who don't snitch end up dying in jail. Now, does that make them smarter? I doubt it. Not for me, at least. But that's what's going on with this whole 50 Cent drama. Y'all, it is crazy. 50 was trolling. I think I got another video I want to show y'all where 50 was trolling so bad on Meech, girl. It's bad. It was so bad. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can find it. Let me give y'all something to watch while I go find this. Hold on. What can I give y'all?
Do your hand like this. Yeah, gotcha. Cause I'm black, nigga the black, the nigga black, the black, the nigga I'm black, nigga the black, the nigga black, the nigga black, the nigga I'm black and I'm brown, I'm black and I'm brown, I'm black and I'm brown, I'm black and I'm brown. You got to say, they want the black, cause I'm black, nigga the black, the black, I can never be white, the white. Shake, if the leg, wiggle, lift the leg, bounce, lift the leg, hustle, lift the leg, if the leg is around, let me see you put your hands up. Let me see you put your, if the leg is around, let me see you put your hands up. Put your hands up, black. Make that booty go round and round. I'm Louis Vuitton Brown. Make that booty go round and round, man, cause I'm Louis Vuitton Brown.
I thought I had the one from 50 Page, but y'all go check it out. He basically playing Meech saying that he's not a snitch and he never would and all that stuff, and he making fun of him. He is making it his life's work. Listen to me. 50 is making it his life's work to end Big Meech. And honestly, I seen this somewhere, and now I understand it more than I thought I did before. But somebody said if I was Lil Meech, I'd be mad that my daddy came home and messed my whole and made me lose my job and messed my whole career up. That's literally what Big Meech did. That's literally what he did. Girl, I don't know, but I got another video. I'm letting it load up. I think this the guy Cuffy talking, and it may be kind of repetitive. I'm not sure, but I'm about to play it anyway. Let me get him on here.
Yeah, man, let the world know, man. Check this out, man. At the end of the day, man, he used a civilian. Tammy ain't got no motherfucking G code that she got to follow.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So I don't have a problem with Tammy whatsoever, man.
Right.
As long as it come out who sent her. I know that Tammy was sent. You
Right.
understand? You feel me? By Big Meech.
Right.
I know she was put on the mission, homie.
Right. Yeah, no, listen, I talked to Five. He definitely putting something in the works, and I'm going to let him know. You said your daughter and your wife is who you want to be your point of contact on the streets.
Yeah, man, I'm going to put him with my wife, homie. 34 years, man. I got a family, homie.
Got you.
I got 6 motherfucking children, beautiful children, man. You feel me?
Got you. I got you. No, listen, when I tell you,
let 50 know, man, ain't nothing but love and respect, man.
look, I'm gonna tell him that I talked to you about what you don't mind if he put anything out on his page of what me and you talked about earlier and what we talking about right now.
Hey, homie, tell that nigga, hurry up, homie. I fuck with Bill, man. I know he's a real nigga, homie.
For real.
Tell 50, hurry up, homie.
All right, let's do it.
Why would you say Lorraine said BMF stands for bisexual men fighting? I cannot with y'all. I'm not about to play with y'all. Wait, but this is a good point out the Matrix made. She says, how you not mad at the clear woman for putting you in but got smoke for Meech? Okay, now I agree with that. I think he should have smoke for both of them. Number one, he should have it for Meech because, nigga, you was like blood to me. Like, you was like family. But he should also have smoke for the clear woman. But you're right. We always giving them passes, don't we? He always giving them passes. Black people, it's a subconscious thing in our head. I don't, Lord have mercy. It's a time. But let me say this, though. At the end of the day, 50 is going to tear down any and everything tied to anything positive when it comes to Big Meech's character. Big Meech, he's going to make it to where Big Meech never works in this town again. Okay? He's going to make it to where Big Meech, his credibility is going to be so questionable that nobody is going to want to really take him seriously. Now, that may and may not work because in today's society, we got a bunch of BANs out here who really don't care about that. Hell, didn't they still embrace Tekashi 6ix9ine? I mean, I don't know, but 50 is making it his life's work. Y'all go to his Instagram. He's been posting all day. Listen, dragging Big Meech. And all Big Meech could do is make that doggone video talking about, I did not snitch. I go by a special particular code. And that code says I must practice death before dishonor. Oh, bro, go ahead. Who wrote that in the back? Who in the back writing and had that man reading? He ain't been reading like that, girl, please. But they say this the lady, y'all. Tammy, this the lady. But 50, I ain't gonna lie, you ain't clean because you was over there doing business with her too, and you know she a CI. Why would you be over there trying to do a movie deal and show deals with a CI? Nigga say Rick Ross made him do that video. Y'all, it's crazy. Not Rick Ross, not Rose. Not Rose. Thank you, Misha, for being a member for 4 months. Vu, I've been watching you for a year now. Never watched YouTube before you. Thank you for helping me while I go through my life-changing journey. I appreciate you and my Acorn family. Oh my God, thank you for even supporting. And I'm so happy that I could help in any sort of way. Thank you so much, and I hope whatever it is, you come out of it. I'm not gonna say I hope. We gotta stop hoping. Whatever it is, you will come out of it and come out bigger and better. How about that? But yeah, thank you so much for being a member. But that's the lady. Yasana said, who's the lady? That's the lady Tammy Cowan. I don't know. You gotta go back. I don't know how to say her last name, but you gotta go rewind the live. But I'm about to get off of here, y'all. We gonna talk more about this Big Meech thing. I might do a video. I don't know. I'm trying to get back into my pre-recorded content bag. You feel me? But with that being said, y'all, I got to get up off of here. Love y'all down to the ground. I will see y'all on the next one. Tomorrow morning for sure. If I have time to go live, which I don't think because I got to go pick up Saint, I will go live today. But if not, Love and Hip Hop Miami will be out down at the Dollhouse. Love y'all down to the ground. Peace.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I won't blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, wow, 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 lift it up.
Mr.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.